Good morning, children. Welcome to English online class. Children, this is lesson 8, video 1 from my English reader. So, children, here is a small story about Akbar and Birbal. So, the lesson name is The Foolish Men. So, Akbar was the Mughal emperor, Mughal king, and Birbal was an advisor in his court. He was appointed as a minister in his court. He was very clever and used to give advices whenever the king used to ask, and also he used to follow what the king says. So let us see the conversation between Akbar and Birbal. Akbar, Birbal, do you think you can find me the five most foolish men in Agra? Akbar was asking Birbal whether he could find him the five most foolish men in Agra. So, as Birbal was the minister and he was an advisor in his court, he has to follow whatever the king says. So, Birbal, without getting disturbed, I'll try, my lord. He told that he would try. So, next, Birbal is walking through the streets of Agra, looking around carefully. He sees a man lying on his back in a puddle of water, his arms stretched wide above his head. So, while he was walking on the streets of Agra, what for he was walking? He was walking because he was in search of five most foolish men in Agra. So, when he was walking in the streets of Agra, he saw a man lying on his back. Just see the picture, children, how the man was lying on his back in a puddle of water, that means small pool of water, and his arms were stretched wide above his head. Birbal, what are you trying to do? He asked the man. The man, I am trying to stand up. I slipped and fell into this puddle while I was on my way to buy some cloth for my wife. So he slipped and into that small pool of water while he was on his way to buy the cloth for his wife. So he was trying to stand up. Birbal, why don't you use your hands then? He asked to that man why he didn't use his hands. Because without using hands, he can't stand up. Is it not, children? Then the man replied, but I can't do that. If I change the position of my hands, I'll lose the measurement of the length of cloth my wife wants. So he has taken the measurement of the cloth using his hands, it seems. That is why he stretched his hands like that. And if he changes, then the measurement also changes. So really it's foolish, is it not, children? So then what did Birbal do? He made him stand on his feet by holding his hair. Then the man told to Birbal, thank you, because he really helped that man. And his arms were still above his head. Then what did Birbal do? He took that man along with him. As they both of them move along, Birbal next sees a man riding a horse on their way. What did Birbal see? A man riding a horse, carrying a bundle of straw on his head. So, dried stem of wheat and also dried stems of some other plants. So, it is the straw. It is used to feed the animals. Birbal, why do you carry that straw on your head? Can't you keep it on the horse's back behind you? He was asking that man who was sitting on the horse. Then the second man, that is the man who was sitting on the horse, replied, but I can't do that, sir. This horse is very old and very weak. It might die with the extra weight. Already it has to carry me. Then what did the man reply? Already that horse is very weak, and also if it carries the extra weight of that straw, it might die, it seems. But actually, he doesn't know that the horse is already carrying that man along with the straw. So he was also foolish. Then Birbal told, "You are just the person I am looking for." That means he was thinking in his mind that he was also foolish and he was in search of five foolish men. Is it not, children? So he told, "Please follow me." Birbal wanders with the two foolish men following him. So, along with those two men, he was going along the streets of Agra. The first one with his arms still above his head, the second one still riding his horse, with a bundle of straw on his head. Suddenly, he sees a man bent in half, looking for something under a street light. So, he suddenly sees a man who was bent in half and looking for something under a street light. Then Birbal asked that man, "What are you searching for?" Then the third man answered, "I have lost my diamond ring somewhere out there in the darkness." So he was pointing to a dark spot far away from where he is standing. So he stood in one place and he was pointing to a dark place that he lost his diamond ring in that place. "Since I could not see over there, I am looking for my ring here in the light." He was saying that he had lost his ring in that dark spot. But as it was very dark and he couldn't find anything over there, he was searching for the ring in the light, it seems, under the street light. Really is foolish, isn't it, children? So Birbal told, "Please come with me. I will help you to find your ring." So he thought in his mind that he was another foolish man and he took that man along with him. So Akbar says that he asked to find five foolish men, but Birbal brought only three. Then Birbal replies, "Sir, the last two most foolish men in Agra are you and I." So why did he say in that way? You, that means Akbar, because you set me such a foolish task. He was saying that, uh, "Sir, you were one of that foolish men because out of that five, you were the one because you gave me such a foolish task to uh, follow. And I, because I foolishly carried out your orders. You gave me the task and I also followed that foolish task. So even I was also one of that foolish men. That makes five, doesn't it?" So what did he say? Along with those three foolish men, Akbar and also himself were foolish. He told to Akbar, the king, in that way. Akbar laughing, "It does. It certainly." He did in that way. So he was laughing and he told that, yes, it's correct. So as Birbal was very clever, he answered to the king in that way. Children, I think all of you have understood the lesson. Read the lesson once, children, and there is a small assignment for you. Answer the following. What did Akbar ask Birbal to do? Second question. What was the second man carrying and where was he sitting? So answer these two questions, children, and later on I'll give the answers. Thank you, children. Meet you in the next class.